Well, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever in the world you may be. This is the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. I'm Roland, KC6JPG. Just checking to make sure it's Roland, KC6JPG. Yes, it is KC6JPG, located here in Rancho Cucamonga, California, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, on Orion's Belt. The Amateur Television Network is a series of repeaters making it possible for you, our amateur television, and, well, almost YouTube superstars. YouTube's not running yet. It quit again, so I'm going to get it running in a moment. YouTube superstars to make video communications with one another within our network coverage area. Watching us on YouTube, youtube.com/amateur television network. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 700 subscribers. We're going to get that 1,000 before the end of the year. I can feel it, especially for those that are getting the 905. We'll get that 1,000. Yeah, exactly. All right, if you'd like to join us on amateur television but don't have any amateur television equipment just yet, well, have no fear. Just join us on our Whereby channel, whereby.com/ATN1. And you'll be able to join our wonderful group, our wonderful community that we have. And there they are, our wonderful community. Just wave at them. You got it. And, of course, Manuel, our bouncer, he'll make sure that you are an amateur radio operator, or he'll bounce you right out of the chat room. For more information about the Amateur Television Network, you can always go to our website, www.atn-tv.com. And you can find all kinds of information regarding amateur television as well as the Amateur Television Network. DMR Radio 3196 on the Brandmeister Network. ATN is listed, Amateur Television Network. And we're also on the TGIF Network on Talk Group 224 on the TGIF Network on DMR Radio. This portion of this net is a directed net. Transmissions may be made after acknowledgement by net control, and a clear frequency always appreciated. All right, we're going to continue with bulletins, general announcements, and that will follow after a brief pause for any priority traffic. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, your net control tonight. Woo, look at me pixelate. I'll tell you. We definitely need to go on 427. All right. Not hearing any priority traffic. We're going to go right into bulletins and announcements for this evening's net. And let's see here. I'm looking for Mike and see if he's going to be popping in here. And I see Jim. He's wiggling his fingers. I don't know if that means he's got some bulletins or announcements, but you know what? Give me a thumbs up if you have some bulletins or announcements to announce there, Jim. Yes, he does. Okay, so guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to Northern California, and we're going to go to the Mount Diablo system. We're going to check in with our buddy Jim, K6SOE. Jim, how you doing? What's going on in Northern California, my friend? Hold on a minute. Let me mute.
Bulletins, I don't have any, but announcements, I can say that we've got a user over here on Whereby that's just chugging circles and circles of white lines there. But other than that, we still have a hole in the roof, and we're still on schedule. So that's about it from here. K6SOE in the Berg.
In the Berg.
K6SOE, KC6JPG. Thank you very much for the circling box. We kind of got that circling box out thanks to Manuel and his bouncer look. Thank you very much. You got it. He's definitely on patrol. I love it. Thank you, Jim. All right. We're going to go to Gary this time, W6KVC. We're going to get an update on what we call Z Blue Beast. Gary, hi. Actually, you know what? We're going to let you go on RF. How's that? KC6JPG, net control.
Boy, I'm even getting. Well, anyway, yeah, took the Blue Beast over to Mike's place. The front end has all been redone with new joints. There, one of them was all wore out and loose. Mike and I had to go get a grinder disc and whatever to cut the nut off the one that was all haywire. And so anyway, Mike. Truck's over at his place because I'm heading north Monday. And I won't be back until about the 15th, but I'll be on Whereby checking in wherever I can while I'm up there in Oregon. So just trying to get everything done. Yeah, we know we got double audio. I think he's already muted me, so I'm not, because I've got RF and Whereby on my Blackmagic mixer. So guys just put up with the double audio, and I think it's already been muted on Whereby, so you ought to be good. Nothing else going on. Got my quad all ready to load up on my truck and whatever, so I can do a little riding again while I'm up there. So I'll be doing some trail riding. Going to stop with my old force boss and spend a few days with him. We'll do some riding because I moved him up there when he retired here on the San Bernardino National Forest. And I worked with the man for 15 years, so he's looking forward. I'm going to do that, and then up to my brother, and then I'm going over to CPAC to the ham convention. That's on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So we'll see what that's all about. And hopefully there's a 905 over there. We'll see what happens. If I got the money and all that. So then I'm going to do some more camping out, maybe a little fishing, and play a bear, and kind of, we'll see what. Probably wander back around the 15th of June. So that's about it. Back to you, Roland, W6KVC.
W6KVC, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Gare. Hey, you only live once, right? So that IC905, definitely one of them has your name on it. And I can't wait to play with it with you. That would be really cool. Sounds great, Gare. Thank you very much for checking in. Yep, I just noticed that, yeah, your audio was unmuted on your side, so I just muted on my side, and that worked out perfectly. So appreciate it. I'm just glad you're on RF. You know what I always say, RF for you and me in 2023. You got it. Thanks, Gary, for checking in. All right, we're going to pass it over to the RF side. Any station that'd like to announce any bulletins or announcements before we go into the check-ins, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
WV6HYH with an announcement here. Hold on a second. Okay, had to get my foot better on the foot switch. I am going to ask, this is an announcement I tried to make a couple of weeks ago and couldn't get anything to work. It looks like 2.4 gigs is working pretty good tonight. And that's a good thing. Thanks to Mike and let's see, and Norm went up there and fixed everything up and looks really, really good. Anyways, my announcement is weekend after this coming weekend. So the weekend of the, let's see, it's the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th is Fleet Week out at San Pedro and out at the Battleship, Iowa, where I participate quite a bit lately. And we were asked several weeks ago if we'd be interested in doing ATV from the Battleship there. And Mike and I went down and assessed the situation and found out it probably would be possible to do that. And they were interested in seeing if we'd like to set it up on the Battleship during Fleet Week. If you don't know what Fleet Week is, look it up on the internet. It's quite a big, fantastic celebration there in San Pedro. A lot of vendors, a lot of food, a lot of festivities going on, big stage activities and stuff. But anyways, and I told them that most of us out here would probably not be able to do it more than one day if we couldn't stay on board the battleship overnight. So I did get permission to spend the night. It's nothing fancy. There's a lot of empty bunks on that ship. They had over 1,000 troops there when they were active, so and everybody pretty much had their own bunk there. So, but they're stacked like 3 high, and the restroom's a little bit of a walk from where we would be staying at. But anyhow, make a long story short, I just got done talking to Mike, and he said we could probably get down there and set it up. We already went down once, kind of found some good locations where we think a couple of antennas would work pretty good, and set up the ATV in the radio room there in the comm center on the battleship, and do some broadcasting, not broadcasting, but televising from Fleet Week there, and to kind of show people what it's all about and show them around on the battleship. We could do a tour and stuff, and do something like that. But so far it's only Mike and I, and I'd like to see at least 2-3 other people that would be interested in doing this with us. And we'd have to get there early on Saturday morning, and then be there through Sunday evening. And they've also been asking if we would like to set up a permanent ATV station on the battleship there. So that's something we're looking into also. But anyhow, if anybody's interested during the net tonight, it has to be somebody local. You guys back in Pennsylvania, New York, Florida may not want to participate, although you're welcome to. But anyhow, if we can get a few people here locally that would like to come down, spend the night, and all day Saturday and Sunday, see a lot of neat activities going on. It wouldn't be a 48-hour operation. We'd get some time off to go goof around. So, and I'm pretty familiar with the battleship, so I could give you an unofficial tour of it while we're there. But anyhow, I tried to make this announcement a couple of weeks ago. Didn't work. Last week, I don't know what happened, but it didn't work. Mainly because I didn't have 2.4 gigs here going. And now that it's going, I don't want to get off the air. It looks good. I don't think I've seen it this good before. And so anyhow, that's about my announcement for tonight. Before I take too long rolling, let me turn it back over to you. And if anybody got questions or something, I'll be right here on the net tonight. Or shoot me an email if you want to do it that way. I'll be looking forward to getting any emails. So this is WB6HYH Rancho Cucamonga. Back to you, Roland.
WB6HYH KC6JPG. Well, very good, Tom. I'll tell you, you are P5 plus on my monitors here. You look great. And I'd just like to say thank you so much to Mike and to Norm. They went up to Santiago Peak last Saturday. They worked to the late night hours and got everything pretty much fixed up. They got the 2.4 gig receive station back up and running again. And I'll tell you, proof's in the pudding. Your picture looks and your audio is fantastic there, Tom. And thank you very much about Fleet Week and the Battleship Iowa. And like I said, it's definitely going to be a unique experience if you're able to participate. And hey, maybe if you want to spend the night, it's what they call 4-star quality right there at the battleship, right? You got it. Not sure if they're going to be serving breakfast in the morning, but but hey, it's the experience, that's for sure. And that'd be great doing amateur television on board the Iowa. That would be really, really cool. Take a camera around, do some video shots, and then come back, play them back, and yeah, it'd be really, really cool. So, Tom, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. I know Mike's been trying to get in, but for some weird reason, he's not able to get in on Whereby. It just keeps circling, circling, circling. So, Mike, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm going to kick you out again and see if you can try it again. So try it. There we go. All right. Any other station that'd like to announce any bulletins or announcements? Coming at this time, KC6JPG, Nick Control. Nope, just try it again, because usually when you don't have a picture, if you don't have your camera, we usually just get a black screen and you're locked in. Okay, that's what you see, but what we see here on Whereby is just a spinning circle. You're not connected. Just in your box. Just try. No, just try it again. Once you're locked in, I'll bring you up. So nope. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Mike. Sounds good. Thank you, buddy. All right, that was my college WA6SVT. He forgot his camera. That's why it was kept on spinning, because he had no microphone, nor he doesn't have a camera. So that's why he couldn't get locked in. All right, well, guess what? We're going to go right into check-ins, and we're going to go to RF, and we're going to start with Mount Wilson. So let's go ahead, and Mount Wilson check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
This is KD6 and IZ in Arcadia. Everything's just going along over here. One day.
KD6NIZ, KC6JPG, got a full sentence, and yeah, I got a picture from you, buddy. So great job, Ron. Thank you very much for checking in. Yay! That's awesome. All right, check that one as a good one. Thanks, Ron, for checking in. All right, Mount Wilson check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. All right, we're going to go to Snow Peak. How about Earl, KJ6DQR, and Julie, KJ6FYY, Cathedral City? Oh, all right. We got Yucca Valley on the line, and we got Keith, N6GKB, Yucca Valley. All right. I think we have a situation called the link is off. So let me let's turn on the link here. Okay. Alrighty here. Snow. And it's on number 1 there. Okay. So here we go. All right, let's try that again. Snow Peak check-ins, N6GKB, Yucca Valley.
Hi. I should be in there, I hope. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. It looks pretty good. At least to me it looks pretty good out here. Anyhow, not much to say out here. Just kind of making sure it works. Maybe Joey and Earl are out there, so let them try again after this. It's getting hot out here. They probably got triple digits in the low desert, so no doubt. I know we got it to 93, 94. So it got pretty hot up here. Right now it's still 80 degrees. Oh my goodness. Other than that, I guess my picture's not looking too bad, and hopefully my audio's sounding good. N6GKB, clear.
N6GKB, KC6JPG. Yeah, your picture's great and your audio's really great. Yeah, it's like, woo! It sounds really good there, Keith. So, got in the repeater and yay, we got an RF check-in from you. That's wonderful. All right, we're going to try it again. KJ6DQR Earl and KJ6FYY Julie, Cathedral City. All right, any other check-ins on Snow Peak coming at this time? KC6JPG, net control. All right, let's go northwest. We go to Oat Mountain. Let's check in Allen, W6IST, Porter Ranch. W6KGE, Bob, on the west side of Simi Valley. I may have to do some house cleaning here. Let's try, let me open up Oat Mountain to make sure that that's open. All righty here. All right, so let's go. All right. Oat Mountain is open. Let's try that again. Let's try Allen once again. W6IST, Porter Ranch. W6KGE, West Side, Simi Valley. WA6 GMB, Glen, east side of Simi Valley. Anybody on Oat Mountain, I like to check in. KC6JPG, net control.
Control. This W6IST.
W6IST, KC6JPG. Alan, yay, came in and got picture. That's wonderful. Anything for the net, my friend? All right, how about Steve? WA6EJO, Ventura. You can try either Mount Wilson or Oat. Take your pick. I'd love to check you in. KC6JPG, net control. Yeah, I think we got some more work to do. Poor guys at Oak, but we did get Alan and Steve. I did hear your voice. I think you're probably monitoring YouTube, and yes, it is streaming and it is running, and you can probably tell that I don't know if it's fade or what, but it's just not holding in. So we'll try it again a little bit once the sun is gone down, as they say. All right. Let's go ahead and continue with, let's go to Santiago Peak and let's check in Gordo, WB6, NOA, Costa Mesa.
And a very good evening to all. Gordo, WB6NOA. Hopefully my audio's coming through. Well, this is the Dayton, Ohio Hamvention week, so we may have some absentees beginning tomorrow or the next day. Also today we had a major solar occurrence that caused a high-frequency blackout, and it's still on top of us. Won't affect us up here on microwave, but boy, it sure is affecting the HF gang. And looks like quite a good sunspot going to come around the corner and maybe cause some real activity. Activity not to the good of high frequency. Hope everybody has a good week. I may or may not be here next week back for my travels, but we'll find out. 73, well, back to you. Had a nice call from a gentleman out of Florida that has a video on the Hurricane Hunter aircraft. I think that'll be interesting. And Roland, if you don't mind, would you send me your new email address? I know you sent it to me once before, but I could tell you the cat ate it. But if you would one more time, then I'll have your newest one. WB6NOA.
WB6NOA, KC6JPG. No problem, my friend. I will go ahead and resend an email back to you with my new email address. And as a matter of fact, I'm leaving for Ohio. I'm on my flight tomorrow, but I'm visiting a customer, so I'm on a business trip. And would you believe I'm only 20 miles away from Dayton Hamvention, but I have to return back on Friday. So I will not going to make it this year again. I know. I feel you. Believe me. I was hoping to see the gang. Believe me. I would love to have, do eyeball QSO. That'd be really cool. We'll have a great time at Hamvention. I know you will. And please say hi to Ray Novak and all the guys over there on the ATV booth. That would be really, really fun. And, of course, with the ATV dinner as well and the ATV talk. So it sounds great. Thank you again, Gordo, for everything that you do, my friend. And, yes, we'll definitely connect. And I got a digital transmitter for you. So we're going to get you all fixed up. Sounds great. Let's go to Riverside and let's go to Norm, KD6 OMV.
Good evening, this is Norm, KD6OMV over in Riverside. It's great to be back on 2.4. This is kind of nice. I have to work on it a little bit more and see if I can get a little more signal into Santiago. It's a little bit grainy still, but it's a heck of a lot better than it was. Anyhow, I want to thank Mike for his help. You know, between he and I getting this thing going. We also figured out there's a few more things that still need work up there. There's still some things that got damaged from the ice, and then we need to go and do a little tune-up on the 1.2 gig voice repeater. Anyhow, not a lot to report over here. Just weather's warming up, and field day's coming up. So anyhow, that's it for now, Roland, and everybody out there. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys later. KD6 OMV in Riverside.
KD6 OMV, KC6 JPG. Well, very good, Norm, and I'd just like to thank you so much going up with Mike and doing the some of the repeater repair. And yeah, Mother Nature really played a huge mess, didn't she? Because looks like probably another several trips to get things ironed out. Looks like we got some arms to replace, some poles to replace, or mounts to replace. Oh yeah, it was. From what I understand, it was a big mess. So I really appreciate all your efforts. And I have to say, bud, that's probably the best signal I've ever seen from you in a long time. It looked P5 to me, just a titch of green. It's not very much, but I will call it P5 for sure. So thank you so much for checking in, Norm. And like I said, thanks to you and Mike for a great job getting 2.4 running and getting the repeaters back up to snuff again. Thank you so much. All right, continuing on, let's go to Gary once again, W6KVC, Running Springs. All right, let's get an official check-in from my brother from another mother that's also in Rancho Cucamonga, and that is Tom, WB6HYH.
Okay, I'll check in again. You just want to see a really good picture, right? You're right. I don't think it's ever been this good. It looks really awesome. And yeah, I did notice Norm's picture's even better than usual. So you guys did a fantastic job up there, Norm. Thanks for going with Mike and getting that all fixed up there. I guess there's some more things, but you can't get the picture any better, that's for sure. It looks awesome. And let's see, I just been really busy here. Been going to the Battleship Iowa a lot more than I had in the past. A lot of activity going on there, and it's really fun, really interesting. And if I get a chance, if we don't end up not doing the ATV for for the Fleet Week this weekend after next, then we will probably. I'll try to arrange some other kind of activity on board the ship there. We'll see. I don't know. Got a couple things in mind. But I'm getting my name really known well with all the higher ups there at the battleship, so that's kind of cool. and Mike met a couple of them too. So we probably have a good end there to get a permanent ATV station set up for them and have them check into our Tuesday night net. That would be kind of fun. Directly from the USS Battleship Museum, San Pedro, California. Let's see, other than that, I'm getting ready to have my, my wife says I'm getting ready to have my dinner. Okay. But I was getting ready to say my son and daughter-in-law and her sister and my grandson are all coming out this coming Friday and going to help me do some things around the house here, mainly get my garage straightened out. Boy, is it a mess. And my daughter-in-law's sister is a fanatic on cleaning up, straightening up, throwing out things you don't need, and organizing things. She loves to do it. And so I told her, I'll bring you out here and you can do my garage. So we're getting ready to do that starting this Saturday morning. They come in Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays dedicated to getting my garage in order. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know next Tuesday how the progress is. But anyhow, my wife and I have been going crazy getting the house prepared. You know how that company's coming. Got to get the house in order. You know, got to get it all cleaned up, straightened up, and organized before they get here. And also, I finally finished my bedroom. The master bedroom, we changed some things around in there, moved the closet from one side to the other. It's only taken me about 4 months to get it done, but it's finally done. So finished that, got it all painted about a week ago, textured, painted. Looks really, really good now. So finally got that done and got getting the house back in order again. So it's been busy. But anyhow, that's about what we're doing here. And again, if anybody's interested in spending or just coming down for the day, let me know, and we'll see what we can set up there. But if I don't get any volunteers, we probably aren't going to be able to do it this year. But we'll definitely try to make a big deal out of it next year. We're kind of short notice actually this year, so it would have been nice to have the ATV station all set up. But we'll see. So anyhow, I just can't get over that picture. It looks awesome. 2.4 gigs rules. Don't need digital. I don't have any pixeling going on. Look at that. No pixeling. Just a good P5 picture. WB6HYH Rancho Cucamonga. Back to you, Roland.
WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Tom. Yeah, I noticed that your QSOs are getting longer because you love that picture. And I have to admit, I like that picture. I mean, you have a great picture. It's rock solid P5 closed circuit quality. So congratulations once again. We're back. Yes. Thank you, Mike. Awesome job. Looks great. Even Steve is commenting on YouTube. He's saying that YouTube pictures are looking great. We're just not able to get into Snow Peak going to Santiago. The signals are going in and out. So probably fade. Well, we'll try Snow Peak after after Santa Barbara. All right. Anyone else on Santiago Peak that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Networks, the Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG Net Control. All right, let's go to the Inland Empire and the high desert of Southern California. Let's go to Job's Peak. Job's Peak check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control.
In now, it was definitely acting weird. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. Hope all's well. KJ6DQR.
KJ6DQR, KC6JPG. Very good, Earl. Glad you got in there, my friend. Yay! I don't know what happened during Snow Peak call, Snow Peak check-in, but you got in this time. So picture was a bit snowy, but other than that, you were rock solid on the on Whereby monitor and looking good. So thank you very much for checking in, Earl. All right. Anyone else on either Job's Peak, or correction, Job's Peak or Snow Peak coming at this time? KC6JPG, net control. All right, I got to try because you never know who might show. Santa Barbara check-ins coming at this time. KC6JPG, net control. All right, let's go to our chapter stations, and we're going to work our way east, and we're going to go to New York first, and that's where our buddy Manuel is at. N2 MJF Manuel. It's great to see you tonight, my friend. How's everything going tonight?
It's going good. Same usual thing in New York City. Sometimes I got to use a shovel. Sometimes I got to use an axe. A lot of crime here. Listening to the cops earning their keep. Keeps having cracking up over here. We doing some crazy stuff, man. Other than that, it's the same old fun stuff, 65 degrees here in New York City. I gave it back to you, Roland. Sweet dreams.
M2 MJF KC6JPG. I love it. Watch the video on YouTube because when I did my preamble, I did a little surprise and you're in it. So, yeah, it'll be on the May 2nd video. So, check it out. You're going to love it. Thank you, Manuel, for checking in with us. Continuing on in the East Coast, we're going to Massachusetts. We're going to Stephen, KC1, LPZ. Stephen, good evening, my friend. How's it going tonight?
Oh, good. I just unmuted myself. Yeah, I got a 2009 Toyota Camry for my daughter, and it's got standard transmission, so it's automatically got a anti-theft device for most drivers. So I like that, and it's a nice little car, I'll tell you. So I'm pleased that I found that, and that's it. I'm ready to. I'm getting tired. I got a big day tomorrow with some home improvement stuff that I'm doing, and that's about it for me. KC1 LPZ, back over to the net.
KC1 LPZ, KC6JPG. Very good, Stephen. Wow, that's awesome about the Camry. And I know that your granddaughter's going to love it. Very cool. Get some rest, my friend. So field day's coming up. So looking forward to see some of that great footage over at Crow Island again. So thank you once again for checking in. Wonderful. All right, we're gonna go to our North Carolina chapter, and that's where our buddy John is at, AF7PA over there in Mooresville. John, great to see you tonight, my friend.
Oh, there's the car. Steven's car.
Oh.
It looks pretty close to mine. Mine is a 2017, and so far it's automatic, but I'd probably be better off with that one. Except on these hills, I might have to really get after my memory to figure out how to drive it anymore.
Yeah, me too. 3,500.
Wow. Well, it's when I first turned on the PC, it said it was 71 and snowing. Now it says 70 and light snow. That's what it says. Yeah. They got a little problem in the weather department over here. That's for sure.
It's snowing cocaine. Cocaine is snowing.
Yeah, that could be. I didn't say that.
The weather department's never wrong. Duh.
That's right.
It
yeah.
could be crystal meth too.
Yeah.
White crystal meth.
That's another story of mine. I used to work for the phone company, and they sent me to the airfield because the weather department was having a problem with their 33 teletype. So I went over there, and he said, "I don't know how they expect me to forecast the weather, unless you hurry up and fix this thing." And I said, "Well, what about if we just open the shade? It looks like it's snowing out there." Thought I was going to be fired. In fact, the way they explained it to me, I would be if I said that again. But anyway, it was all fun in those days. What else do I know? Nothing. Well, that's consistent anyway. DMR's been noisy today. I talked to a lot of people in Pennsylvania and New York and out on the island there, Long Island. And it was kind of interesting. So I was busy. I think I've got all the plants planted out in the back, but I got a report. I was supposed to have two the same, and they don't look the same at all. So I guess I'll have to do some more work tomorrow. So that's all I have for now. AF7PA, back to net. Thank you, Roland.
AF7PA, KC6JPG. Well, very good, John. Well, I'm glad you're having some fun on that DMR radio. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, get to all those different talk groups, talk to the world, talk to the states, talk to your favorite group. Talk to your favorite ATN group. Oh, definitely. I love it. Oh, very good. 70 and snowing. I figured that I think you're right, Manuel. The crystal meth bust has busted, and they littered it all through Mooresville, North Carolina. Anything can happen, right? Oh my goodness gracious! Crazy weather department. You're right. All right, yeah, it's been in the high 70s over here in Southern California. It's been absolutely wonderful. So very good. Thank you again, John. All right, we're going to go to our Florida chapter, and that's where Wolfgang is at, KV4ATV. Wolfie, what's going on, my friend? And hope things are doing very, very well for you. And we appreciate all of the video, and Gordo received your video. So bring it over to you, KC6JPG.
Yeah, I talked to Mike earlier, and he was wanting to see the pictures and everything. We've got 77 over here right now. Humidity's 88. Had a heat index yesterday of 115, 111 today. So we got a little bit of storm activity we're monitoring over here. Got some the Hurricane seminar coming up. Here it'll be 1.5 hours a day for 5 days. That's put on by the National Weather Service and the Miami Hurricane Center. So we've got a training seminar and stuff that I've got to go through. Thank goodness it's free, it's online. But we're trying to get the stuff over, and Mike said that we need to get the guy over, get the pictures and stuff I sent you, Roland, over to, I forgot the guy's name that does the ATN newsletter. Said he would definitely be putting something together on that. So working on that. I haven't heard much on the DMR. So I've tried to check in and holler at people a couple of times that haven't had a lot of success in raising anybody. I guess it's the time of day I'm hollering and checking in. But other than that, me and Ron, we're just trying to hold our own right now over here and watch, because we do have some awesome weather coming up, and we're just keeping a watch on stuff. Got our first emails and stuff come in from the Miami Hurricane Center today and stuff. But luckily, there's no activity expected over the next 7 days, so we're keeping a close eye and stuff on the tropics, Caribbean, the Atlantic and stuff regarding hurricanes. So me and Ron having this stuff over there with the hurricane hunters, we're kind of getting really geared up and stuff here. So we got a lot more knowledge, a lot more experience and stuff with tornadics and hurricanes and the equipment. I'm still working on trying to get some way to pass that around, get sponsors to get what you can see behind me. That's the 3D right there. Picture of a triple vortex, what we call a TOG, a tornado on ground. That was one that was over in Cole, Oklahoma, that Reed Timmer was chasing, and he wasn't able to see it on what he had there in his vehicle. And I was back and forth watching him on Twitter, so he had it on radar and stuff, but he didn't have 3D, and I was able to shoot that over, so I was able to show him exactly where it was, how high it was, and the direction it was moving. So, like I said, we're now Mikesville Suburbans now. As you know, you've seen the pictures of it, been relettered and stuff, and well, we got the Team Dominator out there. If people are ever watching the Storm Chasers, that's for Reed Timmer. And we got Twist X, and now we've got the Team Interceptor, and that's us here in Florida and stuff with Mikesville and Suburban. So we've now kind of joined the national ranks and stuff, Storm Chasers out here. So I've been sending in a couple of videos and stuff, some actual tornadoes that I caught. Anyway, I can get those over to you, Roll. Other than that, that's about all we're up to over here. We got some stuff done here in the house. Yaroslava's got some nice new cabinets for the kitchen, so we're working on a little renovation there. Got a new mattress in here in the bedroom, so it's a lot more comfortable. First thing to come over and check it out with our kitty cats, so that's normal. Anyhow, that's about all we got, so I'll let you swing over to Ron and stuff and let him pick it up from there. I'll check with y'all here probably next week. And by the way, taken from a Navy vet, it's not called a bunk, it's called a rack on a ship. And it's not a bathroom, it's called the head. And you eat breakfast in the galley. So just a few Navy terms for anybody that happens to be afloat and out on the ships, taken from a Navy vet. Those are some of the terms we use. Talk to you later. Get back over to you, Roland. KV4 ATV, Panama City, Florida.
KV4ATV, KC6JPG. Very good, Wolf. Thank you very, very much for checking in. Your audio was really low. I don't know where your microphone was placed, but it sounded like it was far away. But we heard you. I boosted you up so the group can hear you. So you're good. So thank you very much for checking in. And like I said, thank you very much for the pictures and the video. We're definitely going to be incorporating that pretty darn soon. All right, thank you very much. Continuing with our Florida chapter, we're going to go to our buddy Ron, KK4YZE. Ron, it's good to see you, my friend. And how things in your neck of the woods? KC6JPG. Let me bring you up here. There we go. KC6JPG, net control.
Ron, you're muted.
Ron, no audio.
I thought I unmuted it. Anyway, Steve, my first car that I got to learn how to drive a shift was a Carmendia by a Vietnam vet that had just gotten home. So that was pretty cool. My dad taught me on a Ford Falcon with the stick on the shift on the column. That was neat. But I had to sit in my dad's lap to change the gears. Anyway, Roland, it's been an interesting week. Last week, I got a call on Wednesday evening to play taps for a brain-dead Marine. And this is his picture in the hospital. He was waiting for the surgical team to show up. They finally got there about 3 o'clock, and they did that walk of honor in the hospital. And then, come on, phone. And then I had the honor of playing taps for him as he was being wheeled down to the morgue. So that was my very first walk of honor. And I know that it might touch home with you a little bit, Roland, because your son's a Marine. This guy made it out of basic training and then was injured in a vehicle accident. He spent the last 28 years kind of living as a vegetable. And it was just the past few months that he decided that it was time for him to go. So his funeral's tomorrow, and I have the honor of playing taps at his funeral. They wanted a Marine bugler, and that's what I do. That's what I am. And it's an honor and a privilege to play for our fallen brothers and sisters. And of course, Memorial Day is coming up, so make sure that you guys next Monday pay tribute if you can to our fallen brothers and sisters that have given their lives for the freedom of our country. So, with that, I don't have anything else exciting to say other than the nice weather stuff that Wolfgang threw out at you. And it's always interesting with the stuff that he has and the equipment that he has to see what's going on with our wonderful skies. And then again, another thing, Mr. Rowland, is the nautical terms that you need to recognize as a dad of a Marine, the racks and versus the bucks, and the chow hall, the galley, and the heads, and everything else. So get used to those, and your son's eventually going to say them, and you will recognize what his vocabulary is. So with that, I bid you all adieu. Semper Fi, and have a wonderful weekend.
KK4YZE, KC6JPG, Semper Fi, my friend, and what an honor. What an honor, as my father is a Marine, my son is a Marine, and even my youngest son is now applying for the Air Force. So we're going to have a military, my military boys happening. So he's got an interview on Friday. So, but nevertheless, always paying honor to those that served. And I mean, what a shame that, this kid, going through basic and collapsed like that. That's, that's a shock in itself. And, like I said, it doesn't matter if you've gone through basic or if you actually served term or even made a career out of it. You served for this country. And it's a very, very proud moment, my friend. And what an honor for you to play taps, not only for the walk of glory, but definitely for his service. So I call it a celebration. Celebrated his life and dedicated his life for this country. And so quite honored. Thank you very much for doing that, my friend. Wonderful. Great, great thing that you're doing. Appreciate you very, very much. Well, very good. Well, we're going to continue on. We're going to go over to Arizona. And that's where our buddy Lee is at, our net control for the Amateur Television Network's Arizona chapter, K0CCU. He's all rested from his trip. He's now back into Glendale, Arizona. And Lee, it's great to see you, my friend. Hopefully you have recovered and had a cookie. KC6JPG.
But the problem was I had too many cookies out there in North Carolina. I came back a few extra pounds. And in fact, I think it's kind of a jet lag or let down getting back here to Arizona, because it's I don't have any energy. The wind's been blowing enough here that it's blowing all the palm fronds out of the tree that have not been cut out like they should be. But I'll let the wind do it rather than pay somebody to climb up there. So that's working out pretty good. So it's good to be back home. Got many projects to do here, and been working on trying to program a DMR radio, one of those top of the line jobs called Bullfang. One I've had for quite a while, but I've never been able to program the contact list in it for some reason. So I'll have to probably get some help on that someday. But I got the other one. I've got as you can see there, Roland, I kicked it up there so you could hear me on DMR also. Anyway, not a lot going on here. Just the normal things, going to see the granddaughters and I was happy to get back here and go see my chiropractor. That's always nice when you can get that done. So anyway, I'll kick it back to you, Roland. Happy to be back and good to see everybody on here. At least I don't have to stay up until 10, 11 o'clock to get on the net. That's the nice thing about being back here. So back to you, Roland. KC6JPG and the net K0CCUE in Glendale, Arizona.
K0CCU, KC6JPG. Very good, Lee. Yeah, I can relate on the too many cookies when you're on vacation. We have all kinds of treats when we go to Minnesota. We got cookies, we got Rice Krispie treats, we got s'mores, and oh yeah, vacation treats galore. And Rojo tries to avoid them. Tries. You got it. Hard to do when you're on vacation. Very good, Lee. Thank you very, very much for checking in. Well, we're going to take a little in-between break, and we're going to go to Montego Bay, and that's where our buddy Joel is at. Boy, I can't wait until I see a little tour here. So we're going to go to Joel, KD6W. Joel, it's great to see you, my friend. What's going on in Montego Bay? Come on back.
Nice. The hot's from Montego Bay, but I'm back in Tucson, everybody. It's great to be back. We got back last night, and I'm just reminiscing in my pool over here. The pool's 80 degrees, by the way, so it's like bath water over here. But a lot drier over here. We left yesterday. It had rained just the night before. Big thunderstorm came rocking through the island. Grasshopper. The place was all washed down, so it was all humid and, pretty much like what you guys in Florida have. So you're familiar with the syndrome. You live near water, guess what happens? But so basically, got back here. Here's an update for the kitchen. We're getting cabinets put up. That's done. Got my kitchen hood is on the ceiling over here anyway, so you can see that got put in. And I got something, some kind of noise coming from my fan up here. I think I got a leaf in the thing. Anyway, so we're back in Tucson. Basically, looking forward to the monsoon season coming up here pretty soon. This is what happens every year. So the thunderclouds started to show up here today. It rained off and on a few times, so not too windy, but breezy. And it's been actually very pleasant. So the ham tower is being planned out. We're going to be heading back to California, meeting up with some of the old gang over there, and we're working on a strategy so I can lash a big steel tower to the side of my trailer without killing anybody, kind of thing. So we're working on that plan. And then that's pretty much it for now. We got no big plans on the radar because it's, buckle down and get this thing done behind me kind of thing. I want my kitchen back. So basically it's get her done, son, but got my hat. I'm happy. Got a bunch of sun, a little too much in some places. You know how that goes when you forget to put the suntan lotion on your legs. Ow. So basically, we're fine. Everybody's, we're probably going to go back there next year. Manny, you would love it down there. It's gorgeous. If you've never been to Jamaica, it's a beautiful destination. I mean, it is really nice down there. And the people are super nice. We had a great time. Anyway, happy to be back to net. This is Joel, KD6W from Tucson. Night, y'all.
KD6W, KC6JPG. Well, welcome back, my friend, and your kitchen's looking really great. So, yay. Looks like the work is doing wonderfully, and it looks like you are refreshed, got the batteries recharged. I'm glad you had a wonderful time in Jamaica. Terrific. That's great, Joel. Love that smile. Yes. Take care, buddy. Thank you very much for checking in. All right, continuing with Arizona, and that's where Rod is at, WB9 KMO over there in Mesa. And, well, where did he go? He'll be back. He'll be back. Okay, very good. Well, let's go to Northern California, and that's where Jim is at. K6SOE over there in the Berg once again. Jim, how you doing, my friend? I know you kind of, had some bulletins and announcements, and thank you very much for that little circling screen thing. And what's going on in your neck of the woods? KC6JPG, net control.
All right. Well, good evening, Roland in the net. Glad to be seen, glad to be heard. Still have a hole in the roof, but soon to call the dentist and get the cavity filled there. So anyway, not too much else new around here. It's presently 77 degrees and slowly getting dim outside. So glad that your kitchen's coming along there, Joel, and glad that you made it back from the foreign country there without any losses of limb or life. And from there, we'll see everybody on Whereby here soon. K6SOE from the Berg, back to you, Roland.
K6SOE, KC6JPG. Very good, Jim. Thanks for checking in once again. And sounds like the roof project is going good, and looking forward to getting you here again. So you got it. Prayers are with you. Prayers are with the Hoffman family. Daily prayers are with you, my friend. So thank you very much for checking in once again. All right, we're going to go back to RF. Any late check-ins on RF that would like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right. Any last minute comments? Any questions before we close the formal portion of our net? Before we go to our Whereby Roundtable, KC6JPG, Net Control. WA6EJO, KC6JPG. Steve, did you want to try checking in once again? KC6JPG, Net Control. Okay, no Newsline tonight. Newsline will be next week. So looking forward to that with a new edition. And, of course, there'll be a Dayton edition as well. So Dayton Hamvention is going to be this weekend starting on Friday and Saturday and part Sunday. You got it. So, unfortunately, I will not be able to make it. Unfortunately, I have to have full attention to my businesses, and I would love to play and meet everybody down there, but not in the cards this year. So that's okay. It's all good. We're going to get through this. You got it. This is Roland, KC6JPG, saying without you, there would not be a net. And that's true from the famous words of Bob W8ARZ, who lives in our hearts, as well as all of our silent keys that have been involved with the Amateur Television Network and amateur television throughout the world. All right, our Whereby Roundtable is coming up. If you want to join us, and if you're watching us on YouTube, join us. Whereby.com/ATN1. And we're going to be we'll talk about all kinds of stuff. Who knows? All right. The repeaters are now returned for their normal use. We'll see you on Whereby. Take care. Have a great evening, great day, or a great afternoon, wherever in the world you may be. KC6 JPG. Clear.